Been another extraordinary day.
Collapsing.
Worst weeks of trading since the financial crisis.
Biggest drop we've seen since that crash.
Hit an all-time low.
What's up guys, it's been 2 months since our March 2020 market crash where the market lost over 30% in just 30 days. Now as a financial advisor who works with over 200 clients, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 mistakes I see in investors that are losing money, costing them hundreds and thousands of dollars of lost profit and delaying their future dream plan and retirement. So no matter if you made a profit or you had a loss during this market crash, keep watching this video and let me know if you made any of the 5 mistakes I'm about to list. So the first common mistakes I see in new investors is they have no purpose for the money they're investing right now. A lot of times when I ask someone, this lump sum you're going to be investing, what is it used for? And their answer will be, I don't know, just stuff. If you have the same answer right now, then you're setting up yourself for failure when it comes to investing. A lot of people think when they're investing, their end goal is try to grow the money as much as possible. Well, that's actually not true. That's only the middle step. Usually when you're investing, it's for an end use in the future, maybe buying a house, retiring, getting your car, going on vacation, getting married, etc. The very first step before you start investing is you need to know what kind of end goals you have in your life and how much money in your investment it's going to allocate towards those goals before you start investing. That way you'll be on track to setting up yourself a very clear investment plan. Now the second most common mistake I see is people are lumping all their money together into one account. For example, one of your goals might be buying your own properties, which is in the next 5 years, and you might have another goal of retiring when you're 65, which could be 30 to 40 years away. These two goals might have completely different time frames and they might require a different amount to hit your end goal. It doesn't make sense for you to mix all of them together because when you mix everything together and the market has a sudden change, it's going to slow down your decision making because they might have different benchmark and performance you're looking for every year. By mixing them together, it's going to be very hard for you to differentiate and identify if they're doing their job. Now, the third most common mistake I see is they don't have a clear target and a plan of action. Now, you might have set up your end goals and you have separated them into different accounts. You need to now think about how much return you're actually looking for in each account and develop a plan of action. And here are some basic questions you can ask yourself. Number 1, how much money in general I need to make those goals happen in each account? Number 2, with the resource I have now and I will be putting in the future, what's the general return I should be looking for? Number 3 is knowing how much percent I need. What is the risk I'm about to take on to achieve this return? And number 4, what kind of product I should pick within each account so that it makes sense and it fits the life goal I have for that account. And let me give you an example. Let's say right now you're going to put aside and invest $50,000 for your future home in 5 years, and you work out the math and you realize you need $65,000 for your down payment. Well, with this in mind, we'll need an average return of 5.5% per year so that in 5 years, our $50,000 will become $65,000. So what that means is, for this account specifically, we don't need to take too much risk to get our benchmark. So a mutual fund with a balanced portfolio could already do the trick. Now, if you want to react even better and have a higher overall return in your portfolio, you might want to add even more details into your investment plan. For example, if a market drops for a certain percentage, what is my plan of action for each account depending on my objective? If you have those details set aside in place, when the market volatilities do happen, you're going to be much better off because you anticipated it instead of reacting emotionally to the market at that moment. Which brings me to the fourth most common investing mistakes. It's getting emotional. Even though some people have a very good plan in hand, as soon as something happens in the market, they get super tunnel vision at the actual number, especially if it's a negative return, and they get super emotional, they make irrational decisions, and they don't stick to their own plan. So that's why I say the 2020 market crash is an excellent test to see what kind of investor you are. A very simple question to ask yourself to see if you're an emotional investor is, did you cash out your investment when you see the market crash and it's at near the bottom? Now, I'm not saying don't make any adjustment when the market crash. Most of the time, you should make some adjustment to help yourself rebound faster. But if you chose to cash out and hold it as cash because you were scared and rather take the loss, you might not have an investment plan in the beginning, or you have a plan and you didn't stick to it. And I think it's great we can find out about those things right now, because it's not too late to start learning to develop a plan or learning how to stick to a plan. Because we're going to be going through a lot more market volatility in the future. There will be a lot more market ups and downs coming to our way. So it's never too late to learn how to invest correctly. Now, the last mistakes I see in a lot of investors is they go to the other spectrum, is they get super greedy and they never get out. So a lot of investors that I see, it's not like they're losing money from day one since they're investing. They had a time frame within their investment lifetime where they were making the return they were looking for, or even better. But most people, when they make money, what would they do? They get greedy and they want to make even more. So they stay invested. Now, if you're doing that without making adjustments, then you're in the same mindset as gambling in the casino. But you might say, Jackie, I'm actually not greedy. I'm just trying to grow my money as much as possible. There's no such thing as much as possible. As soon as you hit that milestone, you would want the next milestone. So if you're looking for as much return as possible, you will never get there, and you will keep investing until the market go back down. So you go from you were making positive return all the way down to losing money. And that's what's happening to most investors. So a hot tip with you guys, make sure you review at least every 3 to 6 months on your portfolios and see how they're doing. And anytime during a review, if you're hitting your targeted return, maybe considering making an arrangement to either putting all your investment back into more conservative investments, or maybe consider cashing some money out to a money market or saving account so you can lock away some of your gains in case the market does drop. Now, if you're saying, Jackie, I really don't care about the investment portfolio, I'm too busy at work, I don't want to look at it, I don't have the time, well then find someone who cares. Find someone who's willing to look at it for you. Either find a banker who's willing to take care of your portfolio, or find a private firm or advisors who's willing to look over it for you. But the point is, no matter who you pick, yourself or someone else, someone has to do it. Because this is money you work very hard for and you save for. You should not let the market downturn to take away your money like that. So, have you made any of the 5 mistakes I listed? Let me know in the comment below. Now, if you're wondering about the housing market in Canada, check out the video I made on here recently where I talked about an invisible crash that might be happening in the market right now. And if you're more interested about making money in the market during the market crash, make sure you check out the video on this side. Alright, this is Jackie Cole. I hope you found this interesting. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!